Hello everybody and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. Two things I want to talk to you about. Just something that I wanted to show you an example of what happened on Monday night and why you should take all warnings very seriously. And of course the severe potential tonight and tomorrow. I don't think this is as vigorous as the last system that came through here. There is a severe potential and I'll go over that one more time. I want to thank the National Weather Service office in North Little Rock for providing me this picture. This is of a plane, of course, flipped over. Up in Fulton County, in the Salem community up there in Fulton County, northern Arkansas. You know what caused this wind? Not a tornado, or caused this damage. Not a tornado. It was straight line winds that were clocked around 100 miles per hour. This damage here, this was in Avila, Saline County. EF1 tornado caused this damage. My point is, it doesn't matter if it's a severe thunderstorm or a tornado. You've got to take both of them very seriously. You know, these straight line winds can be just as dangerous as a weak tornado, as an EF0 or EF1 tornado. As a matter of fact, straight line winds can cover, spread out and cover a larger area and affect a larger area than that of a tornado. And if you're watching from Camden, you know what happened there just a couple of weeks ago. Again, that was from a downburst in a thunderstorm. That air comes down, spreads out, and causes a lot of damage. All right, so I've made my point. You got to take both very seriously. Now on to the severe weather outlook. This is for late tonight. Most of northwest, west central, north central Arkansas, including the cities of Russellville, Mena, Fort Smith, Fayetteville, Harrison, and Mountain Home. A slight risk on the lower end of the scale. And then tomorrow, there's another slight risk for areas mainly south of I-40 and east of Interstate 30 across southeast Arkansas. And that risk will be during the morning hour. I'm sorry, that'll be during the afternoon hours. Now, there's a little bit of conflicting data in the weather, in the short range models, the high resolution models. Let me just show you, for example, this is the HRRR I'm not very happy. This was my favorite short range model and it is just not, it's having problems. This is showing, I'm recording this at 5:17 Wednesday afternoon on May the 11th. It's showing thunderstorms in northern Arkansas, moving into central Arkansas, and they're just not happening. I'm pulling up radar right now. There's a couple of sprinkles down here. There's nothing up here. So, yeah, it's not doing all that well, is it? However, with that said, the models do agree that a line of thunderstorms should develop as a frontal boundary moves into the state. This is at midnight tonight, and some of these will have the capability of becoming severe. Wind and hail would be the main threat. This is at midnight, 1, 2, I'm sorry, I'm messing up here. I'm grabbing the wrong piece. Anyway, that's it. Let me go back here. That's at 1, that's at 2, that's at 3. And I want to stop this. This is a very important point here. As we go deeper into the night, the severe threat should wind down. Now, what about north, central, western Arkansas? What about the tornado threat? You can never say never, but it's very much on the low side. This is mainly wind and maybe some hail. But I want you to see what happens around 3 o'clock. You see this coming out like that? The models are kind of showing how this might gust out, where a rush of air may come out of these thunderstorms. And once that happens, the tornado threat really goes down. So mainly just some very gusty winds and heavy rain with that. And that's at, again, 3 o'clock in the morning right there. That's at 4, 5, and 6, and notice how we're seeing areas of rain and thunderstorms in central Arkansas. And then later in the afternoon, the thunderstorms are going to redevelop along the boundary, along the front, and any outflow boundary from these thunderstorms. And that's where I want to go to this model, which is maybe doing a little bit better job. This is what we call the 4-kilometer North American model. And this is, let me go to this afternoon, this time period. This is at 6 o'clock. Doing a little bit better job and not showing all the thunderstorm activity, although it's showing some stuff here in North Texas. But this is the area that we're going to watch, and this is coming in a little bit later. This computer model here has it, let's see, this is at 3 a.m., and it's just entering northwest Arkansas, so there's a little timing difference in when this gets here. And then I would expect here, according to this model, it's showing at 7 o'clock. It's still west of Little Rock, where the other computer model showed it over Little Rock. So this is a little bit slower. But not quite as showing the thunder. It may be doing a little bit better job because it's not showing the thunderstorm development that's supposed to be there right now, and it's not. Now into tomorrow afternoon, this computer model is showing the redevelopment. This is at 5, 6, 7, and you see thunderstorm development across south central and southeast Arkansas. This will not be perfect. Neither one of these models will be perfect at all, but it is showing redevelopment in that area that, again, the Storm Prediction Center has that slight risk. Again, tomorrow, the main threat will be wind and hail. All right, I'm finished. I want to tell you about the severe threat. Just to recap, it doesn't matter if it's a tornado warning or if it's a severe thunderstorm warning, take them seriously. We've had, unfortunately, here in Arkansas, we've had deaths because of severe thunderstorms. There's been several instances where a tree falls, somebody's driving down the road, and a tree falls and crushes their car and hurts and or kills them. That has happened. And that was in a severe thunderstorm warning, not a tornado warning. And of course, we know how deadly tornadoes can be, and I know how scary those can be. So tonight, make sure you have a way of getting a warning. Tomorrow too, I expect if there are warnings, it'd probably just be severe thunderstorm warnings. But it's May, you can't rule out a tornado at all. But that threat is on the low side, so have a way to get warnings. Thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.